If I had to say that there were three guiding principles for what we're doing, what they are that a traditional product, an authentic product, can only be achieved using authentic methods. That if you want to make something that people will love, you have to love making it. And that if you want to make something that is truly excellent, you have to start with excellent ingredients. I'm Angus MacDonald. I'm the master distiller of Coppersea Distilling. We're a traditional methods distillery in upstate New York. We are hyper traditional, hyper handmade. In many cases, we're reviving processes that haven't been used commercially in 150 years.
Traditional methods distilling is a term that we use to describe our philosophy at Coppersea. We like to say that if an 18th century or 19th century distiller walked into our distillery, they would be right at home.
Our goal at Coppersea is to be one of America's premier craft distilleries. We were founded in 2007 with that goal, and since then we have released our first unaged whiskey, the Coppersea Raw Rye, and are soon to be releasing our Eau series and aged product in the very near future. So Coppersea Spirits, we use what we call heritage methods distilling techniques.
Heritage methods means a number of things, and it's a number of things in conjunction, sort of form a nexus of methods that, to me, in my mind, are pure folk distilling.
Methods like floor malting our own grain, using direct-fired copper pot stills. We use open wooden fermenters and encourage ambient yeast to add their own character and the character of the Hudson Valley to our spirits.
And we do our cuts by hand, and we do our cuts by taste. We sit with our stills as the distillate comes out and taste it and smell it and measure it in traditional hand ways every step of the way. We're not just relying on the proof, just relying on the temperature.
This was always going to keep our production volumes somewhat limited, even as we grow using those methods, but we think it's important to retain that distinction of character in the spirits themselves, and we don't think we can capture that using the same kinds of methods that other distillers are using, even craft distillers.
Coppersea is unlike any other whiskey or eau de vie distillery in the world for a few major reasons. The fundamental one is that we are seeking to make spirits with terroir. We are an exclusively Hudson Valley operation. We use fruits for our eau de vie that we source from farmers in the Hudson Valley. We use grains that we exclusively source from the Hudson Valley, and hopefully within the next couple of years we'll be producing our own grain on our own farm, which we recently purchased.
So we have the ability to bring back in this lush, beautiful, fertile area these traditional ways of doing things, and we think that we have a unique opportunity to create a product that isn't just a novelty in our area. We're hoping that our way of doing things catches on with other distilleries and that people will come in and do the same thing as we're doing. We want to be a category.
I like to think about it in terms of, there was a time when you used to be able to go to another country and find some little spot, some little corner of France or Italy, for example, and you'd find that little farmstead cheese or wine that, when you tasted it, was unlike anything you'd ever experienced before. And when you went home, you told people about this little village that you went to. And the rest of your life, you're kind of seeking that flavor again, but you can never quite get it. Until maybe years and years later, you go back to that place, maybe you bring your wife or your kid and you say, you've got to go try this cheese or this wine that I had at this little village farm one day. That's what we want to do at Coppersea. We want to create a product that only we can make, that you can only experience when you're having Coppersea whiskeys.